welcome to another video, which today I just talk about, some topics from my mind, talk about, just thoughts and stuff, very random, brain thoughts, because, I guess, thought it'd be an interesting episode to, I guess, take stuff, as directly from the brain without filtering, basically. Well, still some filtering because, goddamn YouTube. But, just, I don't know, take ideas from my mind. Starting off with, like, one being, society and stuff, keeps, people in sort of like boxes, but sometimes you want to break free of the box, but, another factor can always be that stop you from breaking the box is, anxiety or nervousness or whatever, or not having, I guess, the bravery to do stuff. So sometimes you want to break the chains, break the strings of, I guess, control, but have no strength to do so. Also, the brain, yeah, again, can make, a lot of thoughts. Yeah, again, I believe, all negative thoughts are always with you, no matter, even if you, don't believe in whatever it is. Like, you'll have, the negative, stereotypes in your head, even if you actively, don't believe against, the stereotypes and whatever. Like, the brain can be a box for, positivity and negativity in all facets. And sometimes, you'll think a bad thought just because, that there's a million bad thoughts to be had. So it doesn't necessarily make you bad if you have bad thoughts. Just, there's so much negativity in the world that inevitably you're going to have a bad thought of something bad. I know I've definitely probably had some terrible thoughts. But, I guess the whole point of this episode is to, say, it happens, it's human to judge people off something like that as, dumb. Yeah, and humans can be extremely judgmental to one another, and it's like, yeah, you're all probably done bad things, I've done bad things, we've all done something bad. No one is more special than one another, no one's exempt from the, rules of, I guess, being, criticized and whatever. So yeah, uh, you know, I guess the world is complicated. Things will never be so simple. There'll always be good, bad, in between. Yes, cycle of things will never truly end, even if you want them to end. And, that's kind of why I do talk topics like this, to hopefully, spread yet again kindness and understanding. But I guess not everyone will get the point. Not everyone will, and I guess maybe it's a hopeless battle, but I guess, yeah, I will keep trying. I don't know. And my brain is filled with so much that, yes, the world is just constantly crazy and insane. But yes, so am I. At this rate, just I try to do kindness through just talking about it, because I feel like talking about it will actually get people to think. So, yeah. What's some other, deep buried thoughts given this episode? I don't know, there can be 1,000 things in the brain, and I probably forgot exactly all the things I probably wanted to mention for the episode, because, yeah, again, sometimes the episode idea sits for a while and I forget exactly what I wanted to mention, and only mention a few things and not everything. At least with episode ideas, I'll hopefully nearly remember later and cover topics I wanted to cover, long ago, but didn't at first because I forgot. But yeah, I don't know. The brain's complicated. Humans are complicated. There's a million things we may never say, especially another factor would be fear. Fear can change a lot of our choices. I'm pretty certain fear's dictated my choices before. So we can't just let fear control us like many things in life. I guess it's a constant tug of war between a million things, life dragging us in 1,000 different directions, and we have to pick one. So yeah, life can be definitely complicated. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of interesting, things, I don't know, like, dive into things that others have not talked about, which then hopefully more people talk about, I don't know, stuff, and more deep, meaningful conversations happen, because sometimes I hardly know where the point is. because my brain's so scatterbrained that hopefully, others would be able to bring certain things better to light. But I want to try nonetheless. Try to talk about these things. So yeah. No matter what. And hello, Meodix, welcome. Yeah, and for anyone watching this later, the recording later, you can record during live streams. Nothing really changes. Some things never change. And life is a spiral. Humanity is destined to repeat itself over and over again, even if it's slightly different, it still can be similar things and similar concepts and whatever. I don't know anymore. I just try my best. Yeah, and hope people, take, the sort of mantra I made, kindness and understanding to heart. But yeah. Either way, I guess. Don't have anything else from, I guess, my brain leak. Truly a leakage of ideas, which is, I guess, finally, fitting given, Brain Leak was a podcast, and this, the talk topic things are kind of podcast, just not referred to as a podcast. But yeah. Anyway, just be kind, be understanding, try to be the best version of yourself. And yeah. And your brain is your brain, like, doesn't make you a bad person. Thoughts are just, thoughts, ideas. Doesn't necessarily mean the idea will become true for you. It's just idea. Like, you could have an idea like, I don't know, just gonna make a dumb idea of like, kill everyone, haha, exterminate world, but you're not gonna follow through that, like, you're not gonna follow through on that, like, so, thoughts are just thoughts. Usually what will matter your actions. And words are sometimes just words, but I guess words can be kind of action if you, make it to be, a way to incite action, which I guess is, what I'm trying to do, incite action through my words, try and provoke thought in the mind of others, and hopefully that thought will lead to good results and good actions from us. So yeah, hopefully me talking about, different topics, causes action, even if it's just words and I can't really do much action myself, then, I guess talk. Because it's not like I can actively be there and help everyone. And plus, I technically don't have the skills for that. Maybe a field that I could go into is therapy or something, be a therapist. It would be something to do to help. More therapists are probably needed these days, so could be a legitimate point of action to do for myself. But I'm, preoccupied with the other studies at the moment, so, I doubt it's going to be first on the list. Especially when I'm still yet to have a proper paying job. Probably want something that can get me a job quicker and easier, because therapist is kind of like doctorates, which means probably 7 years, which is a long time. I need more quick and fast solutions, so not really something I would immediately be doing in my life. But maybe later in life. Always could have a career change. Because you don't have to just stick to one thing. You can change for a bunch of different things. Who knows? That could unironically help the world. Because you're gaining a lot of knowledge from different things, and that makes you wiser. You would have more understanding one of the two things. Unironically, having, that diversity in life would be very beneficial. It's like the scenario I had in the Would You Rather. Like, if you saw the perspective of many different lives, that probably be good, That's probably be a good thing if people were to see, each other's lives. So, stepping into someone else's shoes would be, eye-opening. So, who knows, maybe, unironically that'd be a solution, that weird hypothetical scenario, if it were to become reality and everyone had it happen, not just one or two people, but, everyone, could actually change the world a lot. for bear. Yes, that's a brain leak, brain idea, brain thoughts could help. But, yeah. Guess, there could be 1,000 ideas to help the world. Yes. I'll just continue with my one I have in the moment. But yeah, all is complicated. Just do your best. Be kind, understanding. I don't know. Kinda just repeating myself now. So I think I'll conclude. But yeah, just do you, and I guess just consider and think about what I say. That's all I guess I ask. And if you want to go further, I guess start something like this yourself. Yeah, and the snowball effect. Hopefully, more bigger creators actually do stuff like this. The the top dogs, but there's probably no guarantee of that. So I guess if it's just me or a few, like I guess I'll continue to just talk about things because I think it's important. But anyway, I think this will do it for this talk topic. So thank you all for watching. Thank you. Yes, for everything. And yeah, peace and goodbye. Till the next one. Just be kind and understanding. That's all I ask. Anyway, bye.